Sheldon, little bootleg ass studio.
I was down on my looking to hit me a lick, ready to get into some since I was legit. I had big dreams of getting rich. Now we leveling up in this. Take a look at my kicks. You know we stepping on toughest nigga. First one to get hit don't make me send a blitz. My head is itching for it. Hollow to spit like a list. But wait, whoa. Whoa, now what's the motherfucking deal? Welcome back to Sheldon's bootleg ass studio. Good morning to you. We are live. Let me check out the stream. Hope each and everybody doing great, doing well. Make sure that like button is lit as you file in. We live on YouTube. We staggering, but it's gonna be all right. We gonna give y'all this news either way it go. Facebook looking all right. We live there on both Facebooks. Make sure y'all give me a follow on SheldonVybez on Facebook, SheldonVybez on YouTube, SheldonVybez on Twitch. And we in this. What it do? I am Black Canary. Say, hey, my boy Dal Castro Jr. What it do? Appreciate you putting up, family. Oh yeah. We still got a line of interview up. Hope y'all doing well. Hey man, listen, y'all need to cherish your loved ones, hug them tight. You never know what's gonna happen, when it's gonna happen. I know y'all heard of the situation with Theo from the Cosby Show, right? I know hold on, man. Let me make sure. Theo, man, I think he drowned or something like that. I don't want to give y'all the wrong news. We finna get into it. Yeah. Make sure that like button lit up. Subscribe to the channel. Let me know who you is and where you from. Let's go.
Best known for starring in the TV sitcom The Cosby Show, has reportedly died. Bill Malugin is on the breaking details out of Los Angeles for us. What do we now know, Bill?
Sandra, the reporting here really sad. Malcolm Jamal Warner, obviously best known for playing Theo on The Cosby Show. And according to TMZ, he has died after what appears to be an accidental drowning while on vacation with his family in Costa Rica. Now, TMZ reports that Warner, who's only 54 years old, died of asphyxia after he was caught by a current in the ocean there, and his body was found Sunday afternoon. Now, Fox has not been able to independently verify his death. We have reached out to his agent as well as his manager. We have not heard back yet, but we can tell you the Associated Press also reporting that he has passed away. Now, Warner dominated the role of Theodore Huxtable on all 8 seasons of The Cosby Show. He was nominated for the Emmy for the Best Supporting Actor in a Comedy for his performance in this role. He was a teenager throughout much of his time on the show, and his character quickly became a fan favorite. ABC News is reporting his body has officially been identified by Costa Rica's National Police following what appears to be just a horrible accident here, Sandra. We're going to continue working sources to get confirmation on our end of this, but if these reports do pan out to be true and he has passed away, he will be leaving behind his wife and his daughter. That's what.
Imagine that, man. That's crazy. Drowning. Me and my family just went camping not too long ago. It wasn't in the ocean, but we was out on the lake, and my kids just being right there at the, I guess you would call it the shore, the bank. I don't know what you would call it. But right there, that was in the water. And that was making me nervous, because anything could happen. Just a small amount of water can do the most. And you wouldn't think that would happen. But freak accidents happen all the time. Unless some fishy going down. Did he really drown? Did he really drown? I mean, I'm just putting my 10 for a kufi on because, you can never put nothing past nothing these days. But I would like to think that that's the situation and that there's no foul play. I'm just looking at it from a different perspective, But Theo, the character remind me a lot of myself coming up. You know what I'm saying? I grew up in a 2-parent household, and I was the only boy to 2 girls, you know. So, and yeah, you know, especially the scene when they found their joint, they found their joint in Theo's book. It was something like that. It ended up not being Theo's, but you know, the way they ran it down, that's how my parents would have done things back in the day. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people can relate to the Cosby Show. You know, a lot of people.
We know right now. We'll send it back to you.
So absolutely sad.
That's
Thank you
it.
so much, Bill. Joining us now by phone on this breaking news, Lauren Conlon, pop culture reporter at Pop Crime TV. You think about just how popular this sitcom and how many people that it reached in its most successful season. It averaged around 30 million viewers per week. Your reaction and your thoughts?
Yes, this is so tragic. I mean, he was just royalty. He was television royalty. And if you go on the internet right now, you go on Twitter, fans are completely heartbroken. They are saying, I feel like I lost a family member of my own. It's just so incredibly shocking. And he was multi-talented. He wasn't just an actor. He actually won a Grammy in 2015 for a song he called. It was titled Jesus' Children. He was also a poet, and he also had a podcast. It's called Not All Hood, and it tackled nuanced Black experiences in America. And look, he has been gracing us on the screen since he was 14 years old. He actually won the role of Theo Huxtable from this nationwide casting search. He was handpicked by Bill Cosby and the producers. And again, he's just been gracing us with this amazing presence ever since, and he will be sorely missed.
We have a clip of the show, and this will certainly take so many back. Let's watch.
Is that a decal?
No.
Have you been tagged by the Wildlife Society?
It's an earring, Dad.
I am going to fix your hair.
Then what?
You expecting some sort of punishment?
Shouldn't I?
Yeah.
You know, I think about how so many could relate to so many of these episodes where they took on family troubles and family lessons, life lessons, I should say. You know, talking about the reach it had even further, apparently one particular popular episode drew an impressive 65 million viewers, which was about a quarter of the entire U.S. population at the time, according to the New York Times. I mean, you just think about just how massive the viewership was, and so sad to report of Malcolm Jamal Warner's passing, age 54. Get a final thought from you before we go.
Yes, I agree with you. I mean, who didn't love watching him go through all of these teenage issues that we all went through? Again, this is just so shocking, so heartbreaking, and I hope we learn more details, and I hope that his wife and daughter are okay, and I'm sure they're not, but my prayers go out to them.
All right, actor.
All right, and I think Bill Cosby said something. Let's see what Bill Cosby had to
Malcolm
say.
Jamal Warner, who played Theo
silence.
Huxtable on The Cosby Show, has died. Warner drowned off the coast of Costa Rica yesterday while on a family vacation. Police in Costa Rica say Warner was caught by a high current in the water. Malcolm Jamal Warner starred in all 8 seasons of The Cosby Show as Theo Huxtable. He won an Emmy for his role as the only son of Bill Cosby's character, Cliff Huxtable. I spoke to Bill Cosby, of course, a long-time Montgomery County resident right here in the Delaware Valley. He
Trying to make this damn thing full screen. That's crazy. It ain't doing it.
remembered his young co-star with fondness.
And yet Malcolm Jamal Warner was still able to give life to the character you had in mind?
Very much so. Very, very much so. Malcolm, you could depend on Malcolm always going to the shelter.
Now everybody want to hear from Bill Cosby. Now they want to hear from Bill Cosby. When have Bill Cosby spoke? I ain't heard Bill Cosby speak in years.
To learn his lines, to gather his character, to come out and be ready. When news came, it was shocking. And of course, my thoughts went straight to his mother, who worked so hard. And she was so wonderful with him.
Bill Cosby also sharing with me the humanity he remembers about Malcolm Jamal Warner. After The Cosby Show, Warner went on to star in several other shows, including the long-running medical drama, The Resident. Malcolm Jamal Warner leaves behind a
Yeah, man, that's what's going on right now, man. We lost a good one.
Beyonce, Tracy Ellis Ross, and more are reacting to the sudden death of Cosby Show star Malcolm Jamal Warner. In a post on her official site, the megastar singer shares a throwback photo of Malcolm from his days as a child star on the sitcom, alongside text which reads, "Rest in power, Malcolm Jamal Warner. Thanks for being a part of our shared television history. You will be missed." The actor, who played Theo Huxtable on the classic series alongside Bill Cosby, is also honored by actress Tracy Ellis Ross, who starred with Warner on the series Read Between the Lines. She writes, "I love you, Malcolm. First, I met you as Theo with the rest of the world. Then you were my first TV husband. My heart is so, so sad. What an actor and friend you were. Warm, gentle, present."
Listen to her thirsty ass. Oh, and she talking about, she really talking about it was her first TV husband. Oh, okay. Maybe she played a role where that they were, playing husband and wife. Did they? Because I don't know. But I thought maybe she was talking about, you know how we all have a crush on somebody when we see on TV. Like, I think a lot of people in my age group had a crush on Ashley Banks. somebody like that. And then she be doing all that thirst trapping on IG. So that's why I said that. But maybe they played some roles together.
Kind, thoughtful, deep, funny, elegant. Tracy adds, "You made the world a brighter place, sending so much love to your family. I'm so sorry for this unimaginable loss." NBA legend Earvin Magic Johnson posts his own tribute on X, mentioning his wife, saying, "Cookie and I are sad to hear about the passing of our dear friend Malcolm Jamal Warner. We were both super fans of the hit Cosby Show and continued to follow his career on shows like Malcolm and Eddie and The Resident. Every time I ran into Malcolm, we would have deep and fun conversations about basketball, life, and business." In addition, Brian Austin Green calls Warner one of the nicest people I was ever honored enough to know in a post on his Instagram story. News broke July 21st that the actor had died from an accidental drowning in Costa Rica. Costa Rica National Police later confirmed to ABC News that Warner's cause of death was asphyxia. Malcolm Jamal Warner was 54 years old.
Shout out to Moose 305 in the building. Grand Rising right back at you. Rest in peace, Malcolm Jamal Warner. All right, now in other news, oh man, this is what's been trending here lately on the news lately, man. In the rap world, rapper Cash Out, man, sentenced to life in prison plus 70 years on RICO and sex trafficking charges. Man, do y'all remember Cash Out? 36 years old, ride with that Nina, ride with that Nina, ride with a girl named Keisha, smoking on Keisha. Some shit like, don't on my wrist, girl. I'm cashing out. Yo, y'all remember that? Him and his mama, they've been hit with some time. All right, let's get into it. So, according to Variety.com, right? Rapper Cash Out has been sentenced to life in prison plus 70 years after being found guilty in his RICO and sexual assault case. Hold on, let's see something. Tell you what. Let's do it like this. Hit that like button. Hit that like button if you just following up in here. Let me know who you is and where you from. It don't cost you nothing to hit that like button, share the stream. But yeah. All right, so check this out right here. Check this out.
The Atlanta rapper known as Cash Out will spend the rest of his life in prison.
That's right. So after a jury convicted him of rape, sex trafficking, keeping a place of prostitution, and a whole lot more, 11 Live's Grace King joins us live from the newsroom. And Grace, you were in the courtroom as all that drama unfolded. What stood out to you?
Well, Ron, I cover a lot of court, and typically if a defendant talks during sentencing, they'll show remorse or ask for leniency. Cash Out didn't do any of that and instead claimed the victims who came forward were bullied into doing so.
On Monday, John Michael Gibson took the mic one final time, not as the well-known rapper.
Oh, man, they ain't had to do it like that. He took the mic one last time. Oh, man, them with the puns, man.
Cash Out. Rather, as a convicted felon fighting for a chance at freedom.
You know you can be falsely accused of things Jesus was falsely accused of. One day, the truth will come out that these things never happened.
A jury found him.
Man, you know, when people get in trouble, if they ain't never been holy in their life, they definitely turn holy. I'm not saying that he ain't innocent or that he's guilty. I mean, the court said it, but I ain't saying it because I can't judge them. I don't even know all the facts of the case. But man, we got to bring Jesus up in this though, man.
Guilty on roughly a dozen charges, including RICO, rape, and sex trafficking.
It's never behind me. It's always with me, even in my sleep and my subconscious. It changes you. It shakes you to the core.
Several victims and their families shared stories of the trauma they still endure.
Using his one-hit wonder status.
Damn. Why she have to do it like that?
To steal their person. He
had another one. He had another song, didn't he? Cash Out had another song with like twerking or something. It wasn't big as that one though. I'll be 1,000. Hold on though. Man, hold on. She ain't have to do him like that. She didn't have to do him like that. Now she right. She vicious, man. She vicious. Hold on. Yeah, smack her on the booty. She twerking. Hold on. Y'all remember this song? Hold on. We're gonna come back to my bad. I hit the wrong button. We're gonna come back to this. We're gonna come back to it. I can only play a second of it.
Pack her on the booty. She said I got too many hoes.
I mean, 34 million views on YouTube. I don't know if this. Let me see how many. Cash and I got 15 million views, but that's just that video though. You know what I'm saying? 55 million views, the audio song. So I would say twerking was just as big, almost, but you know. Anyway, let's get back to it. She hit him where it hurt though.
Of the trauma they still endure.
Using his one-hit wonder status to steal their person. He and his mom literally stole the souls of all the women that they victimized.
The judge said the state proved those victim stories beyond a reasonable doubt and showed no leniency as she sentenced Cash Out, his mother, and his cousin to decades in prison.
Court heard and viewed evidence demonstrating the very worst of human behavior toward other human beings.
His cousin expressed disappointment over the outcome.
And I didn't do.
Mama Cash Out said she'd accept whatever fate she deserved.
When the verdict came in, I wasn't angry at all. Not at all. I was so sorry for the victims, and I pray for them and will continue to pray.
Now, I did speak with one of the jurors after court earlier today. She told me it was a tough case to hear, but that she's confident in their guilty verdict.
All right, Grace, thanks a lot. By the way, we did reach out to the Fulton County DA's office for their reaction to today's sentence.
Whoo, man. That's tough business right there, man. I mean, he got hit with life plus 70, man. I don't understand why they do that though. Like, what they expect for you to do? Come back and be born again? So I mean, I know they trying to make it be known to there's no chance of you getting out of prison when they put those types of numbers at you. But why? Why not just say life and leave it at that? Do they know something that we don't know? Do they know something that we don't know? Like, is somebody gonna come back? Do people be getting reincarnated and we don't, like, yeah, sentencing people 785 years type shit? Yo, and now his life thrown away behind them boy. Goodness. For sure. Yeah, man, they really slow cooked his ass. He done for this. I hated for him, but then I mean he did what he did. So if he did what he did, who knows? People get thrown in jail all the time for crimes that they didn't do. So who knows? Between him and the Lord. This was going on right there, though. All right, man. Did y'all hear about Rick Ross and DC Young Fly? The beef that they got going on, man. I really hadn't tuned into it yet because I just wanted to check it out with y'all. Honestly, I like to save some stuff to react to, you know. Let me play this right quick, make sure we ain't got no ad. But Rick Ross and DC Young Fly been going back and forth, right? Because Rick Ross apparently did a podcast interview with DC Young Fly and man, what's his name? It slips my mind. It escapes me at the moment. But on the 85 South show, Carlos Miller, I think that's his name. But anyway, and he walked out on him. Supposedly he had went to the bathroom, never returned. And according to DC Young Fly, I believe he left their interview and went to some white people interview, and they asked him the same question that they asked Rick Ross the same question. I'm guessing that DC Young Fly and them asked Rick Ross that he was offended by, but he answered the white people and didn't answer DC Young Fly and them. That's what I didn't dive all the way in. I just read some of the headlines and things like this. So I'm thinking that I'm in the right area, but we finna get into it. Make sure that like button is. Let's subscribe to the channel. Let's check all this out. Let me make sure we got audio coming through. Y'all know we in the bootleg ass studio.
Have y'all had a chance to talk to Ross?
All right, we good. Let's go.
Have y'all had a chance to talk to Ross since he walked off?
Man, we were just talking to Angie Martinez about that yesterday. We in Atlanta, so we run into him all the time. He car show, so it ain't never been no hard feeling.
I don't want to say no hard feeling.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say first of all, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I get it.
But I give a fuck because
Try to make us look
fuck
bad.
with you as a person.
Yeah.
We the type of people that will never bring up nothing that we feel like that can be diminished to your career or anything, nigga, because we some real niggas.
Yeah.
The moment you leave our show, you went and did a podcast, a white podcast. You sat your ass right there for almost 2 hours.
And didn't leave.
And you talk. And the white folk asked your ass, was you a fucking correctional officer?
Yeah.
We would have never asked you no shit like that, nigga, because we got respect for you.
Right.
And you sat right there and you answered that question so eloquently, like it wasn't even disrespectful. And then I get to sit back and watch that shit and be like,
oh, so he didn't ask him the same question. He asked him something that was really more, I guess, detrimental to his career. No. I'm guessing the white people supposedly asked Rick Ross something that was more detrimental to his career because, you know, being a correctional officer in rap, they kind of goes against the rap scene. You know, it's F the police type shit. At least that's the stereotype, you know. But anyway.
Damn, what's the difference between them and us?
Okay.
Now I feel disrespected.
Right.
Don't do us like that. And it's still love, but nigga, don't do us like that.
I respect that. I respect that.
It did not stop me from listening to his music. Do I be a little angry as I'm listening?
Yeah.
I be like, when he come on back,
turn the shit up.
No, I cut it off. I be like,
I'm weak. All right, so Rick Ross apparently responded.
I came to your podcast. I came for free, homie, no charge. I did it on Face, homie. I didn't ask you what your analytics was and this and that. I came on Face, homie, to show love. And don't make it like I walked off on you. I left early. They had some other things to do too. But guess what? I came for free, nigga.
That nigga said, don't make it look like I walked off on you. I left early. That's wild business, man. That's wild business.
I wasted that nice ass Gucci jacket on that look, man. I couldn't even really wear my Gucci jacket again. But my nigga, I did it for love.
Damn, man. So that's crazy when you really got that much money that you don't wear the same clothes no more. I don't know if I ever get that much money, man. I don't give a damn if I do get that much money. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be watching the same shit, bro. Like that shit just wasteful. Like I come from not being wasteful. You see what I'm saying? And I ain't too damn good for no damn washing no clothes. Matter of fact, I'm gonna wash my clothes when I buy them. Most likely, I'm gonna wash my clothes before I put them on, especially underwear, shirts. You know, like, cause I don't like all that new shit on my skin. You know, I'm just saying.
And next time I come for free, at least have some lemon pepper
Wow,
wings.
must be nice.
That bitch, you heard me? But I came for free. I ain't charge you. You feel me? Don't talk about Rose other business. I came and did that.
Check him out though. He in the pool, relaxing. Oh, he Scarface on their ass. He probably got a cigar somewhere.
And what is the analytics? How the show doing anyway, man? I come back on it, and when I'm gonna walk off that bitch the next time, and it's little bro.
Man, that's wild business. He said he gonna come back on it and walk off again. That's crazy. That's crazy.
You say you did it for free. Everybody do it for free, Ross. You ain't the only nigga. Boosie did it for free. T.I. do it for free. Nigga Busta Rhymes did it for free. Nigga Snoop Dogg did it for free. Everybody who sat on that couch do it for free. Now, but when you call a spade, it get hot. And where you gotta go to cool off? I'm going to talk to my little homie DC in the pool because it's hot. We respect when niggas got shit to do, bro. Just tell us as soon as you come in, hey, little homies, I got an hour. We gonna try to get you in, man. We gonna try to get you in about 45 minutes so you can make it to your next destination. Don't pull up and like you doing us a favor and then just leave her without saying so. Just say something so we can know what's going on, gang. We ain't tripping. We'll push back up. Your team, we called your team. We called the person who we called when you was on the way. Guess what they said? We don't know where he going.
So everybody was joking that his ass had went to the bathroom. I thought he went to the bathroom. I'm gonna say shit. I wore my work clothes repeatedly every day. Now for real though. I'm telling you. That shit jump clean when you want to jump clean. You feel me? Step out. That's where the term, he cleaned up nice come from. Nigga be hustling. But I guess when you got that throwaway disposable money like that, you know what I'm saying? That I don't give a fuck, wipe my ass with money. Shit. Must be nice. Must be nice. All right, it's another video. What's this? This might be the same shit we just watched. Let me see. Oh, I think this more. Hold on. Let me check this out. This may be the extended version.
I did it on face, homie.
No.
I didn't see.
You gotta honor that and respect that.
What album was the most exciting to
So these are the same two videos.
Little bro, listen, man.
You did it for free.
Okay.
You gotta honor that and respect that.
What album was the most exciting to record though? You did 11. Like which one was like the one that had you the most latest? Like these motherfuckers can't wait.
My nigga, I'm gonna be honest, it's hard for me to answer, and the only reason I'm gonna tell you that is because they all did so much for different reasons. Port of Miami was your very first one. You always felt nothing could be more important than the first one.
Debut.
You've been waiting 15 years for this shit to happen. How could something ever be more important than this?
Right.
But then you become successful with your first album, and then the new obstacle is
Topping the first.
pulling off two.
Right.
You feel me? Right. And so that approach is different. You do that. The third one is, so I have fun deeper than rapping, so on and so forth. Teflon Don, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's just,
But then you
we could have those debates. We really could.
Teflon was off the chain.
I mean,
You know what I'm
and
saying?
I like
Teflon
the way
was a
you
different
followed
time.
up hustling with pushing it. Like,
You gotta honor that and respect that.
What album was the most?
how did you know to come right back on their ass with them?
You got to.
Is this when he was trying to walk
Man,
out?
just fuck it. Don't take the
I'm
foot
trying to
off the
see.
gas at all.
That motherfucker still.
Let me use the restroom one time, and I'm gonna take this jacket off.
Right. Let's do it.
Yeah, you can't.
Man, stay tuned.
You can't take your foot off for nothing, nigga.
That is.
All gas.
Oh, I'm talking about for life.
I just had to tell
I'm talking about for life.
I can't be there for you, baby. I gotta grind.
You gotta grind.
I gotta get up on my grind.
You gotta get up on your what?
I gotta get up on my grind.
I gotta get up on my grind.
And it turned to a freestyle
Why I
shit like
ain't got
that.
no damn time. Gotta get up
She
on my
wanna
grind.
be wanna kick me. I had to tell her I'm baby, mama, baby, please. She wanna get on in my face, wanna give me kiss. I told her, girl, gonna sit here. I said, baby.
And he never came back. I guess that was the point of no return when them niggas started freestyling. Nigga ain't got no time for that. Oh, they on that type of time. Yeah, let me go to my next. Let's go get this money on, you know. Shit. That nigga forgot where he was at. That nigga went, took a piss, and went on to the next. That's crazy. That's crazy. What y'all think, man? Was Ross wrong? I think Ross wrong as hell. That boy could have told them niggas something. That boy could have told them niggas something. Hey, man, I got to pill out. I just got a phone call. You know, got another gig I got to get to. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate the love. You know, I'm holler at y'all on the next one. Some man just dipped out. And then then the man said, don't make it like I didn't walk off on y'all. I left early. But you told him, let me go use the restroom right quick and I'm going to take this jacket off. Ain't that what he said? Anyway, moving on along. Hey, y'all, this next story wild as hell, right? So it was this woman who's cleared of wrongdoing for she's from Memphis. She's cleared on self-defense after shooting a woman for breaking into her home while her kids was there. Did y'all see this? It says woman fired a single shot after suspect said F you and them kids. Yeah. So what she did was she let off a few hot ones, or just one hot one actually, up into that ass. Let's get up into it. Hit that like button. Hold up. Let me start it from the jump.
Locking the door. And my keys up here. Fuck you in. And my keys up here.
And right there is where they cut the gunshot. They bleeped it.
Bitch. Get out.
I'm bleeding out.
Mama. My keys up in here. I just told you that. Call them. What you talking about? I'm sorry. They outside. I'm my mama. I told you don't play with me with my kids here, ho. Yes.
Why was that laugh and that? Why was that so refreshing? Why was that so refreshing, man? Check it out. One more getting it.
Locking the door. And my keys up here. Fuck you in. And my keys up here. Bitch.
Well, she started hollering like a kid dog.
Get out. I'm my mama. My keys up in here. I just told you that.
Somebody in the background mumbling real softly. I'm going to call the police. I'm going to call the police. And she's talking about, call them. I'm fucking shot.
I'm sorry. Get outside. Get out. Fuck. I'm my mama. I told you don't play with me with my kids here, ho.
Yes. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, man. This says a Memphis woman was cleared on wrongdoing after shooting an intruder who broke into her home while her kids were there due to her being a victim in this case. Her name has not been disclosed. The suspect, 21-year-old Kamari Burnham, Burnham got hit with that burner. Anyway, she was shot and injured by the homeowner after breaking into her residence with two others. In a video posted by the victim, you can see her retreating into a room in her home with a handgun and turning the lights off. She opens the door and tells the three suspects her kids are there and they need to leave. But the mother fornicators didn't leave. What did they do? They accosted her even more. After one of the suspects responded, F you and them kids, the victim fires one shot and strikes Burnham. Burnham screams and begins to ask for help following an investigation by Shelby police. It was determined the homeowner was standing her ground. No charges were filed against her. Meanwhile, the suspects, 21-year-old Nala Kelly, 22-year-old Dejuan Payne, and 21-year-old Kamari Burnham, who was shot, face aggravated burglary and vandalism charges. I was just talking about situations like this the other day, where when there's a clear case of self-defense, people don't serve no time. So, you know, it's like certain cases, I forget which case I was talking about the other day, where that man, I believe it was when the two Mississippi, when the man was riding on the bike and those white men was bothering him and he ended up shooting somebody. Anyway, yeah, people gonna learn by running up at folks' crib, expecting people not to protect themselves. That's the dumbest thing you can do. And she lucky to be alive. She lucky to be alive. I bet you she learned not to do something like that again. And yeah. You know, unfortunately, girl didn't take her out. That's all I'm gonna say, because shit, you play stupid games, you get stupid prizes. Yo. Now you want to call and ask for help. A while ago it was just if you and them kids. See what I'm saying? It was if you and the kids just a moment ago. Now it's call them. I'm shot. I'm bleeding out. Oh goodness. Yo, goofy. What y'all think? What y'all think? Do y'all think old girl was in the right when handling it, how she was handling it? And what was the kids at? It sounded like the kids was close. Maybe they was in the room with her. Because they said that she ran to another room, retreated, grabbed a gun, you know what I'm saying, did what she did. Sound like the kids was in the same room with her. I'm hoping so. But yeah, man. The other one was lucky that they ain't get shot, because man, she could have let off them rounds. Honestly. You don't know what they coming in there with. They could be coming in there with them switches. See what I'm saying? Them 223s or whatever. Anyway, that was just so refreshing to hear her laugh and tease her shot ass on the ground. I wonder how that feel to be sitting on the ground. I imagine her sitting on the ground, bleeding out, and the person that just shot you, in your ass, like, hey, ain't that some shit? Ain't that some shit, man? Mm-hmm. All right, now this story that's been going viral of the 7-year-old who was kidnapped, right? All right, so 2 men, including the 14-year-old boy, was arrested for kidnapping the 7-year-old. His name was Jamal White, and holding him for a $100K ransom. They say boy's mother was allegedly a known drug dealer who flaunted money around. All right, let's get up into this.
Original plan was to rob Jamal White's mother, according to suspect Corey Williams. Williams was arrested and charged with 3 felonies for being the driver last Friday. A 14-year-old boy and 38-year-old man were also arrested. Williams claimed Jamal's mother was a known drug dealer who flaunted her money. Williams drove his girlfriend's Jeep. The other 2 brought guns, but when they did not see Jamal's mother, they went to his father's house to rob him instead. Surveillance video shows the 14-year-old and 38-year-old jump out of their car with guns drawn. When Jamal's father ran inside, they grabbed the boy. Video from a neighbor captured his screams.
Damn.
The kidnappers sped off to Williams' house. The 38-year-old called Jamal's mother and demanded $100,000 plus jewelry in exchange for the boy. They were to meet at a nearby park. Jamal later told police he heard his mother on the phone say she would come pick him up, but he teared up in the interview when he said she never showed. Williams told investigators the other 2 kidnappers talked about hurting Jamal to show they were serious, but that never happened. When an Amber Alert went out around midnight, the other 2 left Williams' house. And when police moved in on the duplex the next day, Williams hid in the attic. Jamal was safely recovered in the upstairs unit. Williams was found and arrested. The 14-year-old was later arrested at his house.
Your ass all up in the attic like they ain't gonna search this whole motherfucker from top to bottom. You gonna get caught. You might well gonna come out. You just hoping that they don't find your ass. They're crazy. They gonna find you. They gonna bring them dogs in there or something.
A black handgun was found under a couch cushion in the basement. The original plan was to rob Jamal White's.
Yup, man, that's wild business. So a 14-year-old was a part of this. That's wild. 14-year-old gonna get a slap on the wrist because they gonna just immediately claim the two men was the ringleaders and they coerced them probably, you know what I'm saying? Even though these kids be having the same mind frame as them and they go out and do this shit on their own. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? The 14-year-old could have been the brain of the shit. Who knows? These niggas is goofy. Let me read this to see if there's any other information that we may. Nope. Says court claims he and the two other individuals considered hurting Jamal for money, but ultimately decided against the record show that they okay, yeah, this all the same information. Somebody said so. The mama was the street nigga and the daddy was the BM. I'm weak. Talking about the mama say he gonna come but didn't show up. Do y'all think they really had 100K? Do this mama really got it like that? Is she? All right, somebody right here says selling drugs. Right when I was saying selling drugs and flaunting money absolutely does not mean you have 100K on hand for a ransom. That's crazy. Nah, for real. Like, do they? Do they? Or do they? That's crazy. Anyway, man, thank God that little boy was found. The daddy ran off. He didn't think to try to grab his son or nothing and run off. He just ran off. Dang. All right, so this right here is some that I thought was funny is okay. It's not funny, but it's unfortunate that okay. Listen, I'm just gonna show it to y'all. Fuck it. Says woman who's saying why they put boats. I will vote for Donald Trump. Husband and nephew is being detained by immigration. So y'all remember the people who was I will vote for here you go for Donald Trump. I will vote for Donald Trump. Hey, that bitch jam. That bitch jam. Man, you a hater if you say that don't jam. I don't care if you like him or not. That's a jammer. That's a jammer for sure.
It's been happening frequently at the 333 Miami Avenue Federal Court building. Janet Correa's husband was detained this week. According to her immigration lawyer, he has already been placed on expedite removal.
That's unfair. This is unfair. I'm so sorry. I can't talk enough.
Let me ask
I don't
you.
know how I'm going to say that to my mom. My mom has a bad time.
Judelka Mejia cannot believe she's going back home without her nephew, 29-year-old Yasael Almonte Mejia. Like many other immigrants, when their case is dismissed, they are detained at the hallway.
Okay. What do y'all think about that, man? That's very unfortunate. But a lot of them voted against their own benefits. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you vote for something that goes against you? That's why a lot of black people said this one out, and then they want to get mad at the ones who said it out, or why would you vote against your own interest? I don't get it. But see, I don't think that they really thought that this was gonna be happening. That they were gonna be getting deported. See, I've been hearing stories on that they thought black people was gonna be getting deported, but we can't get deported. Not black Americans, not as Tariq Nasheed would say, foundational black Americans. We can't get deported because we are indigenous to this land, and yeah, we are native to this land. But why would you vote against your own interest? And see, a lot of them be having contempt for us, and then they come over here and disrespect America, and they say things like this right here. Let me see if this audio gonna play. Check this woman out, man. She has and not all of them. I want to be very clear. It's a shame that you even got to say that, because I mean, you already know one is not like the other, but a lot of them have the same mindset as this woman right here.
To live in Mexico. If we wouldn't want to live in Mexico, then why do the tios, the señores, the men, and the women too? They be working here for 20, 30, 40, 50 years. They just live in one room sharing it with a bunch of dudes. They send all their money back so they can build houses for their family. And they can't wait. They're just counting down the minutes in a year until when they can actually go back. Even las familias that live here, buying houses over there too. Every Mexican that I know own their houses here. They buy a house in Mexico too. They're building it or they're already bought it. So yes, nobody wants to live in the United States. I was born in the United States and I don't want to live in the United States. The next 5 years, I'm moving back to Mexico. Yes, we do want to live in Mexico. The only thing is that we're just making money here so we can actually go back to live in Mexico. Ain't nobody trying to live in this sweatshop of a country with a Gucci belt on. The fuck?
So now that
Oh, okay. I didn't know it was gonna have Anton Daniels on here, this guy, but anyway. Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the entitlement, the disrespect, like, how could you? And then this quote right here says, everyone holding a Mexican flag but don't want to live in Mexico. I don't get it. If you don't want to live in America and you waiting and counting on the day to go back to Mexico, why are you making it a big fuss about getting sent there? And why are you not going, on your own will? I'm just asking questions. Yeah,
holding up the Mexican flag, but nobody wants to live in Mexico. If we wouldn't want to live in Mexico, then why do the tios, the señores, the men, and the women too? They be working here for 20, 30, 40, 50 years. They just live in one room sharing it with a bunch of dudes. They send all their money back so they can build houses for their families, and they can't wait. They're just counting down the minutes in a year until when they can actually go back. Even las familias that live here, buying houses over there too. Every Mexican that I know own their houses here.
She can't even get the line without coughing.
They buy a house in Mexico too. They're building it or they're already bought it. So yes, nobody wants to live in the United States. I was born in
Nobody wants to live here, but y'all flooding the gates to get here.
the United States, and I don't want to live in the United States. The next 5 years, I'm moving back to Mexico. Yes, we do want to live in
What's the wait? Why not go ahead and leave?
Mexico. The only thing is that we're just making money here so we can actually go back to live in Mexico.
Why not go make that money in Mexico? Why not do that there? You know what I'm saying? Mexico is a beautiful place. It could be even more beautiful if the people build it up like we did here in America for people to want to run to. You see what I'm saying? People will want to run to Mexico as well. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure.
Ain't nobody trying to live in this sweatshop of a country with a Gucci belt on.
Huh? I'm confused because what she's talking about when she say nobody wants to live in. Hold on. Let me back it up.
I don't want to live in the United States. The next 5 years, I'm moving back to Mexico. Yes, we do want to live in Mexico. The only thing is that we're just making money here so we can actually go back to live in Mexico. Ain't nobody trying to live in this sweatshop of a country with a Gucci belt on.
She said nobody wants to live in the sweatshop of a country with a Gucci belt on. But then you turn around. Are you talking about Mexico when you say that? Because I don't believe you could be talking about America. Because you turn around and say you don't want to live in America, but then you turn around and say you don't want to live in a sweatshop of a country with a Gucci belt on. Ain't that what's going on in Mexico? Is that what you're saying? Because you just contradicted yourself. Do you or do you not want to live in Mexico? You know, it don't make sense to me. People just be saying things. People just be saying things, and I don't think they understand how silly it sounds until they play it back, and then they're like, damn, I really said that. I don't even think they play it back. I don't even think they listen to themselves. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. But yeah, that's what's going on, man. That like button who got up in the building with us. Make sure you share the stream. All right, so this Breonna Taylor case has still been going on. And I thought this was resolved a long time ago. But we have, I guess, an officer who was involved. And I don't know much about this case, man, because we've had so many, unfortunately, we've had so many police shootings of Black Americans within the past 5 to 10 years, man. It's kind of hard to keep up with them. And yes, I remember this situation and her name, Breonna Taylor. I remember all of this, but I don't remember all of the details of the case. So I'm guessing this is one of the guys. I don't know if he was the main culprit, but they recommend 1-day jail sentence for ex-officer convicted in Breonna Taylor's killing raid, right? How could you, that's a slap in the face. How could you even recommend such a thing? Where the department is recommending just 1 day in jail for ex-officer Brett Hankinson, convicted for his role in the deadly raid that killed Breonna Taylor. Though found guilty of endangering neighbors by firing blindly during the 2020 raid, prosecutors say he warrant more time. Outrage. A reminder that Black lives are still threatened as disposable, or treated as disposable, rather. 1 day in jail. That's not punishment. That's not punishment. 1 year, that would have been more acceptable, even though even though that's not enough time either. But 1 day, that's like disrespectful. That's crazy. That's crazy. What do you think about that? 1 day in jail. I don't think nobody learns their lesson after 1 day in jail. But this is what goes on. This is how they treat Black Americans daily. And we've been saying this to minorities for years. We've been asking for a, Black and brown coalition for years. And see, now we got those people like the lady that we just watched a moment ago who was denigrating America. And it's other people like her who want Black people to stick their neck out and fight for them. And Black people like, shit, we ain't fighting no more. We tried 2 years ago. You see what I'm saying? We fuck with y'all. We fornicate with y'all. You know what I'm saying? And we hope y'all get y'all justice. We hope y'all get what y'all looking for. But we're going to sit this one out. We're going to sit this one out. What else is going on in the news today, man? Y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, man. Share the stream. So, this what's been floating around right here. Did y'all hear about this? This woman right here was denied boarding by Spirit Airlines over 2 short shorts, man. And I'm glad, because we got to do something about this, man. We got to do something about this. We cannot be teaching young ladies to be going out dressing like this, man. It ain't this.
Get out my face.
Cool.
You don't have to address
Even
me
if
like
she
that.
had a body, like you can't be doing all that, and you ain't got nobody at all. Your hips straight up and down.
Not allowed to board her Spirit flight, but she says her sister was arrested.
Boarding pass, please.
As Tanasia Grayer approached the Spirit ticket counter, tensions quickly grew. She was just told she wouldn't be allowed on her flight back to Chicago.
I'm right here. You need to get out my face. You don't have to address me like that. You can say whatever you need to say from right there. You don't have to get in my face.
You don't get to tell me what to do.
And you don't get to tell me what to do.
Grayer says it all started over this outfit she wore to the airport. She says she wore similar shorts while traveling on a plane to Miami on Sunday.
And these is just regular shorts. This is how I walk through the airport. This is how I walk through the airport with these shorts on. With my robe. This is exactly how I have my clothes.
She says her luggage made it onto the flight, but she didn't.
I have my robe on. We were getting ready to board the plane, and the lady at the front desk, she stopped me and said, "You're not getting on a plane like that." I looked at her and I said, "Like what?" She said, "With those shorts." I said, "Everybody here has on shorts. What's the problem with my shorts?" And I've been in this airport for 40 minutes with my shorts and my robe on, and nobody addressed me about my attire. I'm confused. This is crazy.
That voice in the background is Grayer's sister, Jessica Kordelewski. So first, Tanasia says she can't get on her Spirit flight because of her outfit, and then, to make matters worse, she says her sister is arrested for disorderly conduct.
They treated me like a real criminal.
We showed other flyers Grayer's outfit and told them she wasn't allowed on her Spirit flight.
Honestly, I don't think that's fair. I feel like every girl, no matter what they're wearing, should be able to express themselves.
Honestly, it's not even bad. The fact that she got kicked off the flight for that is pretty crazy.
As for the sisters, they say they caught another flight back to Chicago Thursday night.
He don't want to be on. He don't want to be the one opposing people and being called out and being ridiculed. He don't want them going upside his head.
Going home, getting on the flight and going home.
Did you get
done with Miami? We ain't never coming here again. Miami.
And we reached out to Spirit for comment on the situation, and they provided us with this statement saying, in part, our records show a guest was not in compliance with our contract of carriage and refused to comply when provided the opportunity to do so. The guest and their travel companion were eventually denied boarding after displaying disruptive behavior. Now, Grayer says that they got a flight home from another airline, and she says she did wear a different outfit because she didn't want to have any more trouble. This passenger, she reached.
Wow. This is crazy. This is wild. This is where we at today, man. She out at the airport with a robe on. That's crazy. Yeah, that's wild. Yeah, Monique called them out for wearing a bunnies and things like that. And then she later recanted and apologized for the statement years later. You see what I'm saying? I honestly don't think that she should have apologized. I think that she should have stood on what she stood on as an elder and said what she said and let that have been it. You see what I'm saying? Whether we like it or not, because we are getting to a point where it's becoming embarrassing to be seeing people out in public dressed like that. That's crazy, with a robe on and things like that. And I'm all for dressing comfortable. I'm all for dressing comfortable. Like, I'm all for that. It's cool. Nobody is against you dressing comfortable. Body positivity, as this thing say, and all that. Why do we want to be? Then they said something about, I think a lady should express themselves the way they want to express themselves, no matter how she's dressed. So what if she want to come out here in a G-string, as some of y'all might as well, because your ass be out in public in front of kids? That's crazy. That's crazy. No, I think we need to dress accordingly. Shit, if you're gonna go to the club, you can dress with your ass out. If we're gonna go to church, then we need to dress with some clothes. If we're gonna go to a job interview, we need to dress like we're trying to get a job interview. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand this. You're gonna wear your robe like you just got out the shower. You walking around the crib, finna go make some breakfast or something. I understand you traveling from here to there and you're gonna be sleep, you're gonna be tired, you're gonna be, jet lag, all this other stuff. I understand that, I get it. What's wrong with some sweatpants, some baggy pants, or a hoodie throw over your head? You know, they got those, what they call them, little snuggies. They like blanket hoodies. You know what I'm saying? What's wrong with that? I don't know though, man. I don't know. Maybe I just grew up in a different time. You know what I'm saying?
Out to us, and she said that not only was she not allowed to board her,
Or is her shorts too short? Honestly, I would have to see the back to honestly see. If her cheeks was out, yeah, but they do look too short from right here. I don't know if she could pull them down. They look like they got the stretchy material. Maybe she could pull them down a little bit. I don't know. But why you want your coochie juices everywhere? And then why you want your coochie out like that? Some could just get up in there. Maybe you don't care about all that.
Spirit flight, but she says her sister was arrested.
And they think that they acted well. They think that they did what they were supposed to do by acting the fool and protesting and causing a nuisance.
Approached the Spirit ticket counter.
Then
Tensions
talking about I ain't never
quickly
coming back
grew.
to Miami.
She was just told she wouldn't be allowed on her flight back to Chicago.
I'm right here. You need to get out my face. You don't have to address me like that. You can say whatever you need to say.
Then
Right
mad
there.
when
You don't have
somebody
to get
say
in my face.
no.
You don't get to tell me what to do.
And you don't get to tell me what to do.
Grayer says it all started over this outfit she wore to the airport. She says she wore similar shorts while traveling on a plane to Miami on Sunday.
And these is just regular shorts. This is how I walk through the airport. This is how I walk through the airport with these shorts on. With my robe. This is exactly how I had my clothes.
She says her luggage made it onto the flight, but she didn't.
I had my robe on. We were getting ready to board the plane, and the lady at the front desk, she stopped me and said, "You're not getting on a plane like that." So I looked at her and I said, "Like what?" She said, "With those shorts." I said, "Everybody here has on shorts."
She just had to show off her Versace robe. We ain't used to nothing, so we gotta show it off. You know what I'm saying?
What's the problem with my shorts? And I've been in this airport for 40 minutes with my shorts and my robe on, and nobody addressed me about my attire. I'm confused.
But they looking at you crazy upside your head, like, look at this crazy.
I'm confused. This is crazy.
That voice in the background is Grayer's sister, Jessica Kordaluski. So first, Tanasia says she can't get on her Spirit flight because of her outfit, and then, to make matters worse, she says her sister is arrested for disorderly conduct.
They treated me like a real criminal.
We showed other flyers.
They treated me like a real criminal.
Here's Grayer's outfit and told them she wasn't allowed on her Spirit flight.
Honestly, I don't think that's fair. I feel like every girl, no matter what they're wearing, should be able to express themselves.
I think every girl, don't matter what they wearing, should be able to express themselves. Oh my God, how airheaded are we? They don't sound like you got a lick of sense. I think every girl, no matter what they wearing, should be able to express themselves. Nobody is upset with you expressing yourself if you're not causing trouble to somebody else. You know what I'm saying? If you're not bringing any kind of havoc to anybody else's life, we don't give a damn about you expressing yourself. But what you wear can be a distraction, and what you wear can definitely be offensive to others. For sure. For sure. Because why women is the only ones who get to express themselves? Why men can't express themselves? Sometimes I just want to be free balling. You know what I'm saying? But I can't walk around with that thing swinging. It'll cause too much attention. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, we're not doing all that. I get in trouble. My old lady ain't going for that. You feel me? But if we was out doing that, then you would be like, oh, don't you understand? There's children out here that just walking around with little bitty shorts on, dick and balls about to fall out, no drawers on up under. Like, what are we talking about? Everybody should be able to express themselves no matter what they wear.
Honestly, it's not even bad. The fact that you
not even bad
kicked off the flight for that is pretty crazy.
What they need to start doing is enforcing these dress codes, and see people like this make it bad for everybody else. And when they start enforcing dress codes, then what they start doing is trying to racialize it. You see what I'm saying? So now it wasn't a dress code at first, or at least much of a dress code. Now you making it a dress code. What they're gonna start doing is stereotyping every person that look like you. You know what I'm saying? They're making it hard for y'all. Ask for this though, because you pushing the envelope to be naked out here. You know what I'm talking about? Don't nobody want to see your naked
For
ass.
the sisters, they say they caught another flight back to Chicago Thursday night.
Going going home. Getting on the flight and going home.
Did you get?
I ain't never coming back.
Never coming here again. Miami.
I don't think Miami gonna miss you. I honestly don't, boo boo. I don't think Miami gonna miss you, baby. I don't think Miami gonna miss you. But hey, who am I? Who am I? Miami may not be the same without you. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, in other news, hey, check it out. So this thing been floating around on the internet, right? Of people calling their friends to go to a Ja Rule concert as a prank, and their reaction is priceless. Let's get up into that. Hold up. Hit that like button, share the stream if you just following up in here. Let me know who you is and where you from.
What up, though? Money Marcus, what you on, bro? Nothing. What's up? Oh, shit. You trying to go to this Ja Rule concert? Ja Rule? Yeah. Are you serious?
Man, that's messed up, bro. Ja Rule had some hits, man.
You ain't just throw out no motherfucking like just no. You know what I'm saying? T.I. You ain't throw out nigga Soulja Boy. This nigga said Ja Rule.
Let me say Soulja Boy.
Like, bro, like what? Them bitches must be free. No, he want $250 for them bitches, bro.
$250. Man, what's wrong with the Ja Rule concert, man? Hold up. Y'all better chill out.
You wanna go to the Ja Rule concert?
A Ja Rule concert. Why the fuck would I want to go to a Ja Rule concert?
Niggas talking.
Are you being serious?
Niggas really talking in notes. Look at this. So it was trending a while back where people were cheating in notes. Niggas is really talking. They having conversations in notes. Like, this what's going on, man. Hold on. It was another one. This is not the only one. That's not the only one. Hold up. Yeah, man. Somebody said, "What a joke." I go. Nah, for real. I'd be up in that thing, man. What is y'all talking about? Ja Rule had some hits back in the day. Ja Rule had some hits, man. Damn, where's the other video? It was another one, man. Damn, where is it? I can't find it. That one was funny too. Oh man, would y'all go to a Ja Rule concert, man? Hey man, Ja Rule had them hits back in the day, especially them songs that he had with Ashanti. You know? Damn, I'm trying to find this other video. I don't know where it went to, man. Anyway, hold on. I ain't gonna hold y'all too much long. We gonna keep it pushing if I can't find it. Say y'all niggas trying to hit a Ja Rule concert. Niggas about to be the only 3 heads there. So niggas ain't trying to hit the concert. Nah. It's crazy. Man, Ja Rule had them hits back in the day, man. That's the young niggas, ain't it? Anyway, somebody said one of them dudes did a video, and that was like, what happened to 50? You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, nigga, I'll go to a 50 Cent concert, but shit, Ja Rule, that's out the question. Anyway, speaking of 50 Cent, him and Dave Blunt's been going back and forth on the internet, right? It says 50 Cent and Dave Blunt's clash out again. 50 Cent took a jab at Dave Blunt's during their ongoing back and forth on IG. He says, Kanye, if I catch this your man. Hold on. That's not what he said. He said, is this your man? Yay, this your man's. Oh, if I catch him, I'm pushing him down the stairs. Says Dave didn't take it lightly. He fired back with a photo of 50 Cent looking worn out during his weight loss phase that he did for a movie. Saying, I've been in the gym, locked in on my mental health journey. And here, Dave Blunt's been in the gym, I seen, but you got a long way to go, buddy. But you know what I'm saying? One step forward is a great step. Let's go. Anyway, he says, I've been locked in on my health journey. The world is watching me lose weight. But you lost all that weight for a weak ass movie. Ain't nobody even watched it. Fans quickly pick sides, with one coming in. Dave doesn't even take the stairs, but he does take the elevator. And the last time he did, he got stuck and had to call Kanye for help. Looks like 50 might have finally made his match. So yeah, so this is what they said to each other. What 50 Cent doing trolling Dave Blunt's, man? Dave Blunt's done made it to that type of level of celebrity, that type of stardom for 50 Cent to be trolling. So as you see right there, 50 Cent, yeah, this your man's. If I catch him, I'm pushing him down the stairs. And then as you see, Dave Blunt responds with this picture and that post, or that caption rather. Now, that was a weak ass comeback if you ask me, because I mean it was for a movie, and whether people watched it or not, shit, he got paid. And I think a lot of people watched it, even you, Dave Blunt, because shit, you had to know it was weak. If you thought it was weak, I thought it was a pretty good movie, from what I can remember. Now, maybe I have to go back and watch it again to give it a different judgment, because I ain't seen it in years. But you know what I'm saying? When I saw it back in the day, I thought it was pretty good. What you think? All right, man. Now, this right here is some crazy shit. Speak about jinxing or speaking something into existence. All right, it says, according to TMZ, right? So, Frank Grillo, I don't know who this dude is, but it's on headlines. But it says chillingly lets us in on his death wish before plane engine ignited. So this man let the people know about what he wished for before he died, right before he died. Let's get into it. If y'all know who this guy is, maybe we finna get into it and they're gonna disclose that information. But according to TMZ, Frank Grillo, hold on one second. It says Frank Grillo is thinking about his legacy, telling TMZ what he still wants to do before his time's up. And here's the kicker. He made those hunting remarks just before boarding a Delta flight that literally had his engines catch fire seconds after takeoff. That's crazy. We bumped into Frank at LAX Friday, and he got real about hitting major milestones at 60, one of the big life goals. One of his big life goals, making sure his kids are set for life before he checks out. Yep, for real. Talk about real time. And he dropped a heavy statement just before he and 226 passengers plus 9 crew members on Delta flight 446 had a major scare when the plane's engines lit up in flames. The pilot sprang into action, yada, yada, yada. All right, so I thought maybe he was finna get into some other stuff. I thought maybe he was gonna say something else, the way they had this all headlined up and stuff. I mean, it's an unfortunate situation. Nevertheless, but they spoke with him right before him passing. It's really was cold, man. Like that's really was chilling. Oh, hold up. All right, so I think I figured out why my shit be moving like that. Because when I be charging, when I pull my laptop out the charger, we don't have those problems, or we have less problems rather. So anyway, I'm gonna unplug that bad boy. Let's see what we got. I'm gonna play this video real quick.
Didn't have that food noise in the back of my head anymore.
Damn, there's no skip ad. Damn. Refresh. Come the hell on. What the hell? We got the same damn ad again. Did all that damn waiting. Anyway.
Frank, it's good to see you again, mate.
Hey, pal.
You know you've made it when your hands have their own Instagram account.
Do they?
Some fans of yours have put together an Instagram and shown off those lovely hands of yours.
Okay.
That's got to be a proud moment for you.
Yeah, I've made it.
You've made it now.
Yeah.
Is that your proudest body part?
I think no. I think not.
Is that right?
It's my feet.
your feet. Man, what's it been like recently? I feel like you're bigger than ever, and life is going better than ever for you. Is that how it feels?
I'm no Pedro Pascal, or Glenn Powell. But no, life's good. At my age, to be working is a gift.
Do you feel like you're peaking now?
You know, I just feel like you do good work, and you work hard, and you're consistent, and you're reliable, and you know. Look at my guy Stallone.
Right? I know. Incredible.
Yeah. 79.
I know.
He's my role model.
You think it's better to get to be more successful later in life than earlier in life because you appreciate it more?
I think so, and I also think we only have now. So if I was more successful when I was young and not now, I'd be in trouble.
Right. Last thing. What's your most aspirational goal for yourself?
To make sure all my kids are good before I die.
Love that. Hey, thank you, Frank. Always.
Man, that's crazy. So this happened right before he boarded his flight and ultimately lost his life. See, that's why, celebrities, it's good to always be nice to people, because what if he had boarded that flight right before he boarded that flight, he did that interview or that quick little interview with them, and he was an asshole to him. And he was like, "Hey man, I'm busy. I'm trying to get to where I'm getting to, and you in the way or whatever." You know what I'm saying? It just brushed him off, and then that happened to him. Then that probably would have been like, where he was kind of an asshole, yada yada yada. He may have been an asshole to somebody, but I'm just saying, especially when you got media and cameras in front of your face, you know what I'm saying? You always want to you want to be nice to anybody you don't know who they are, but yeah. Anyway, for those who don't know who Frank Grillo is, like myself, I pulled him up to see who he is. All right, it says Frank Anthony Grillo is an American actor and producer known for his tough guy roles in big budget franchises. He's skilled in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Grillo is best known for his roles as Crossbones, a fan favorite villain in Marvel's Captain America and other MCU films and series. Sergeant Leo Barnes, the face of Universal's Purge franchise, appearing in Anarchy and the Election Night. Okay. But it's sad, you know. That's unfortunate. Rest in peace to Frank Grillo. All right, man. Before we get up out of here, y'all, I thought this was quite interesting as well. This DoorDash driver refuses to give customer his alcohol because he seemed drunk, right? You see what I'm saying? Now, I know that those DoorDash or Uber Eats drivers, when they, upon delivering, they get prompted. They're asked the question, does the customer appear inebriated or appear sober or appear something to that effect? They're asked this question. And if the person is drunk, it's in the app to where they are supposed to, I guess, return it. But why? Why? If the person is buying it and they're like, if they're falling over like super drunk and they really can't control themselves, that's one thing. But if the person is been drinking, maybe a little drunk, maybe a little tipsy, why not just serve them what they bought? Because they didn't drink and drive to go get what they got. But anyway, this lady she refused to give this man his alcohol. Let's get into this.
Yeah, you do that.
Letting you know you're not allowed to do that.
What's wrong with you?
I mean, you look like you've been drinking, so I can't, yeah.
What you mean?
That's all I can tell you.
What's wrong with that shit?
Alright, I'm calling the
Yeah, you do that.
Just letting you know you're not allowed to do that.
What's wrong with you?
That's the most dumbest thing that she could have done. She could have lost her life easy. Like, that's ridiculous. You don't know what these people gonna do. And then she gonna sit there and say, I'm calling the police. You're not allowed to do that. People ain't allowed to do a lot of shit, like kill you. But they do it, and they will do it, and they'll knock you the hell out. They ain't allowed to do that, but you'll get your head knocked out doing some goofy ass shit. What are you talking about? I would have just delivered them their shit and went on about my day. I mean, you paid to do a service. It ain't like, you know, you at a bar and you serving somebody some, and then they've overconsumed on your time, and then you are held responsible because they left out and they drove and caused a wreck, even though they are supposed to be held responsible. But some kind of way they make the people that served that liquor responsible. I don't think that's the same case. Anyway, you got a easier way to beat that in court, in my opinion, because the person ordered the service so they couldn't drive to you or go drive to the alcohol. Like, if they'd have drove to the alcohol and caused the wreck, that's different. But see, they and called it a day. Get your money, go on to your next stop. Why you want to sit here and police shit and be a Karen and get your life threatened? Like, you jeopardizing your safety. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comment section below. I appreciate y'all for vibing with me this long. Make sure the like button is lit. Subscribe to the channel. Share the stream. If you want to donate, you can do so by sending me cash apps. This SheldonVybez 903, SheldonVybez 903, and it's floating at the bottom of your screen. You can also send me stars on Facebook and super chats on YouTube, but I would much rather you send them through Cash App because I get 100% of the proceeds. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, make sure that like button is lit, share the stream, subscribe. Until next time, I'm Sheldon Vybez, and these ought to be cool at the other side of the pillow. Stay light on your toes like you're supposed. Have a good morning.